we're driving, so I'm not doing a selfie thing.
No, I'm working the camera.
We're all good, we're all safe. It's just like I'm talking to Selena anyway. And actually we were just talking, and we were talking about just kind of takeaways and outcomes, and that we just had from collaborating. We did a mastermind in New York at Park Hyatt. It was absolutely incredible. Just huddled with a group of people, and Brian Underwood and Nancy, and just leaders. And on my flight home, Brian hit me and asked me to watch a link by T.D. Jakes, and it was on success, and we referenced it quite a bit during our mastermind, and it was really fascinating to me. There's a lot of things that I've been processing and thinking about, and then just having it all laid out on the video was awesome. One of the greatest things that I think I took away is we pray for success, we desire success, we want success, but are we ready for success? Because there's a lot of weight and a lot of pressure that comes with success in anything. Even like in your marriage, it gets harder and harder. And are you developing? Are you growing with it? Same thing if you have your own business. And that was one of the things when you're looking, in leadership and people, and you're thinking about success, and you're forming teams of people to carry out a vision with you. One of the most important things you can do is, you want IQ, you want emotional intelligence, but another one is called AQ, and it's
Adaptability.
What is it?
Adaptability.
No, acquisition, I think. We'll have to look that back up in my notes. It's real important. AQ. So, but what that is just, when you're building, when you're coming into success, there's going to be a lot of failures, because you can't have success without failing and rising. And you have to have people who can, maybe it is adaptable, be adaptable, and
I'm looking it up.
Not freak out when something goes wrong, or when things aren't going the way you had planned or envisioned. And you have to be able to move and shift with the changes, and have the emotional intelligence to, everything in you may be just screaming inside, this isn't working, we're gonna die, and just like having that reaction. But the emotional maturity comes when you can be
Adaptability
quotient. I get the vision, okay?
And I get the green in the notes.
Yes, exactly. I don't dot the I's and don't cross the T's, and anybody who knows me knows how bad I screw up words. So got Selena right behind the camera for a reason. But that is like, how many people, when one little thing goes wrong, just flip out and sabotage themselves and take themselves out of the game? It's seeing that vision, it's having that strength to stay with it. And one of the quotes is, the scariest thing would be a leader uncertain, or a leader scared. And they gave this illustration about a flight. If you're on a flight and you're having turbulence, and actually this happened. I was coming back from Costa Rica, and I got off the plane, and I asked Nick Martinez, because I'd been flying a lot lately, and the turbulence on flights was really starting to give me anxiety. I was really I'd get anxious because I had had a couple of really bad flights. And I just asked Nick Martinez, who's been a pilot for 20, 30 years. Maybe he's not I'm not saying you're old, maybe 20 years. I just said, do you ever get nervous when you're going through those storms and the plane is shaking? And he's like, not at all. And then he actually went in to explain to me about the wings and how flexible they are, and his confidence, his assurance in that. I got on another flight, and there was horrible turbulence, And I took a deep breath and I remembered what he said, because he had that experience, and I was no longer nervous anymore. And they talked about, if a flight attendant came on and was like, fasten your seatbelts, guys, we're going through turbulence, and they're scared, everybody on the plane is going to be flipping out. But if you have a flight attendant come on and say, hey y'all, we're going to hit some turbulence, no big deal, and then we'll get out and it'll be smooth. Like, if you hear that, that's what you're going to follow. And so when you talk about business and you talk about success, you're going to have fails. You're going to have things change, game plan change, last minute calls. And it's that ability to be adaptable to it and to keep your cool, emotional intelligence, and to lead that with certainty that you're going to get where you want to go. And the practice of keeping that in the fails is what's going to allow you to ride those highs. So I loved it. We took away some great principles. I'm so grateful I just feel like some people could go to college for 4 years and I could be in a room an hour with some of these masterminds and leaders, and I'm grateful for just that investment of knowledge that I'm gaining, and I can use this in life anywhere. So I wanted to share that with you because it meant something to me, and maybe it'll mean something to you.